Hello everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to kick things off with our first slide. As you can see, the title is Sure Ireland. And just below, we have a quick question. Hey, can you get rid of this thing? Today, we'll be exploring some interesting ideas related to Ireland and addressing that curious question. We'll cover some key points, share insights, and hopefully leave you with a fresh perspective. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. Alright, so it's been about 12 minutes since we started. During this time, a lot has happened behind the scenes. This pause really highlights how quickly things can change in a short span, whether it's a shift in data, a new insight, or an unexpected challenge. It's a reminder that in our process, timing is crucial, and quick adaptation can make all the difference. This moment also serves as a checkpoint to evaluate where we stand. Are we still aligned with our goals? Do we need to adjust our approach based on what has unfolded? Small delays or pauses like this are valuable. They allow us to reflect, recalibrate, and ensure we're moving forward effectively. Overall, it ties back to our theme of agility and responsiveness. Success often hinges on how well we can adapt in real time, even in such brief intervals. So this 12-minute break isn't just a pause. It's an opportunity for strategic thinking and course correction. You're welcome. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate your attention. On this slide, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge everyone's participation and support. It's important to recognize the collaborative effort that goes into what we're discussing today. By saying thanks, we're emphasizing the value of teamwork and shared knowledge. This sets a positive tone for the rest of the presentation, reminding us that progress is always a collective achievement. So, let's keep that spirit of gratitude and collaboration in mind as we move forward. Let's take a moment to ask ourselves, are we there yet? This slide is really about gauging progress. It's natural to wonder how far we've come and how much further we need to go. Throughout this journey, we've set clear goals, but it's important to check in regularly and assess whether we're on track. Are the strategies we've implemented working as planned? Are we hitting the milestones we aimed for? These questions help us stay aligned with our overall vision. Remember, progress isn't always a straight line, and sometimes we need to adjust our approach. So, this point is all about staying engaged and continually evaluating our journey toward success. Now, let's see what happened after those 30 minutes. This slide marks a pivotal moment where we observe how the situation has evolved over that short period. What's really interesting here is how quickly things can change in a relatively brief amount of time. During these 30 minutes, we might have seen new developments, reactions, or shifts in the environment that are crucial to understanding the overall picture. It's important to note that this time frame often highlights the importance of prompt action and decision-making. By pausing at this point, we can analyze the impact of the actions taken so far and prepare for what comes next. This also ties into the broader theme of the presentation, how timing and responsiveness are key factors in managing complex situations. So, as we move forward, keep in mind that even half an hour can make a significant difference in outcomes. So here, where things get a bit intense, I hate you. I know it sounds harsh, but let's unpack that. Sometimes in relationships or situations, those feelings of anger or frustration come up, and it's easy to say, I hate you in the heat of the moment. But what's really behind that? Often it's not about the person themselves, but about how we're feeling inside, hurt, disappointment, or even a sense of betrayal. Now moving to the next part, but why? This is where we start questioning those feelings. Why do I feel this way? Why do I want to push someone away? It's important to explore these reasons because understanding the root causes helps us manage our emotions better. It's not just about the words, but about what they reveal about our inner state. And then we get to the more personal part. Here, I don't want you anymore. This line signals a boundary, a decision to step back. Sometimes we reach a point where we realize that staying in a certain situation or with a certain person isn't healthy for us anymore. It's about recognizing our limits and making a conscious choice to protect our well-being. Connecting all these points to the overall theme, this presentation is about understanding our emotional boundaries, the reasons behind tough feelings, and how to navigate them constructively. It's not just about the anger or the hurt, but about what they teach us about ourselves and how we can move forward in a healthier way. So imagine this scene, someone sobbing continuously for 30 minutes. It might sound overwhelming or even uncomfortable to witness, but there's actually a lot to unpack here. When we see someone crying like that, it's often a sign of deep emotional release, whether it's grief, relief, frustration, or even exhaustion. What's important to realize is that this kind of prolonged crying isn't just about the tears. It's a way for the body and mind to process intense feelings that have been building up. It's a natural, human response to overwhelming emotion. And in the context of our overall discussion about emotional resilience and mental health, this reminds us that allowing ourselves to feel deeply and express those feelings can be a crucial part of healing. Sometimes, we might want to suppress emotions or move on quickly, but these moments of intense crying can actually be therapeutic, helping us to reset and regain emotional balance. So, even though it might seem dramatic or uncomfortable, it's a reminder that vulnerability is a strength, and giving ourselves permission to feel fully, no matter how long it takes, is vital for our overall well-being. Sure, hey, can I adopt you, little guy? This slide is a bit playful, but it actually ties into the idea of taking ownership and responsibility. When we talk about adopting, it's not just about a pet or a child, but about embracing opportunities and responsibilities that come our way. It's about making a conscious choice to support and nurture, whether that's in our personal lives or in professional settings. This connects to our overall theme of leadership and initiative, showing that sometimes you need to step up and say, "Yes, I'll take that on." So the message here is about being proactive, compassionate, and willing to invest in something or someone, just like adopting that little guy. It's a reminder that leadership often involves kindness and taking that extra step to make a difference. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and attention throughout this presentation. I also want to give a special thanks to Kasadit Gai Sungtang for their valuable contributions to this content. Remember, the key takeaways from this presentation are the importance of understanding the core concepts we discussed and how they connect to the bigger picture. I hope you found it informative and engaging. Thanks again for being here, and I look forward to any questions or discussions you might want to have.